This is a quick video on how to upgrade your Helix application on a Mac. Then we will eventually get into how to save your presets from Helix application onto your computer so that you can do the update and then update the firmware. So here we go. So we right click and open applications. And then we can look for the line 6 directory. And we want to right click and move this one to trash. And we put our password in. And then updater, right click and move to trash. All right, we are ready to go to the web browser, and we type in line6.com/software. Go. And then we put in the first drop down, we put in the Helix. Now if you're on the Helix rack, you make sure you choose the right one. And we choose Mac software and we hit go. Helix 2.1 release. And notice that you do need to do the 9-10 foot switch reset, or on the Helix rack, the reset with the knobs 5 and 6 below the screen. That's the last two below the screen. And then what we'll do is we will hit download. We put our password in, accept and download. I'm using Google Chrome, so it puts it down here at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and just put this on the desktop. And when it's done, we will install it. So it adds this icon, we double click. Hit continue, 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 agree, install, put your password in. It does its install. And it's very vital that you make sure you remove the old one. At least it was the last time it was done. And it is finished. So if we go down into the applications folder, scroll and go to line 6, you'll see the new application and updater are right there. All right, so now time to switch over to the PC, and we're going to do it on the PC. So first off, let's go ahead and open the Helix application and make sure that you are connected to the Helix. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it how I would do the backup is I would export the entire bundle, and we're going to call this bundle, and it's 11.22.2016, and we're going to save that right to the desktop. All right, it's exporting the bundle. Then we're going to go to the very important set lists that I have, and I'm going to export those set lists. I have already saved off the files themselves, so there's no reason to do that, but I will show it. Still exporting the bundle. All right, so I went to the top and I highlighted the top one, and I went all the way to the bottom and I highlighted the bottom one, and I'm going to right click out here on the desktop, create a new folder. We're going to call it IRs, and then I'm going to just drag so it should be exporting these over into this folder. We shall see. Yep, so I dragged them all into here. All right, but one thing we have to do is we have to make sure we've got all these in their right location for when we put them back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a program on Windows. It's called Snip It, Snipping Tool. And I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to copy those. And I need to go down to 28. Scroll it down to 28. And then File, Save As. Capture one into the IRs and save it. And we hit New. And I'm going to take 55 through 28. File, Save As. Capture 2. Save. And then I will scroll down to 55. And I don't have anything up to 66, so I'm going to go right here and click New and keep track of these so that we can import them back to where they were. File, Save As, and Capture 3. So we go 93 down here. And scroll down to 93. So 93 is at the top, or 94. And I will hit new, and come down here, and file, save, and we'll do capture 4, save, and new, file, snipping tool, new, there we go, file, save, and this is why I'm not a fan of IRs. There should be a better way to do this, but there it is. Okay, so they're all in the IR directory, and then we've already made a bundle. Let's go back to the presets, and let me make sure that I export the set list, and I'm going to put that in on the desktop. We're going to call this 11, 22, 6. And I will export this set list. Empty. This will be 2, 11, 22, 2016. Save. Okay. All right. We are effectively backed up where I need to be. So now what we'll do is we will go to the browser. We will type in the address bar line6.com/software. And then we will look for Helix. I'm on Windows 10. We hit go. And we take, again, this has the warning, we need to do the 910 foot switch, which will wipe out everything you've got. So get download, log in. Now make sure that you turn off smart screen filter, and how you do that, we'll diverge for a second. You go to your start menu, and you go to your control panel, and you look for security, security and maintenance, and then you'll see right here in this area, change smart screen. You want to, don't do anything, you want to turn it off. It's already off on mine. All right, that's how you turn off smart screen. Accept and download. It would be the Helix 2.10 installer exe, and I'm putting that on my desktop. We're saving it, and we can hit run. Yes, we want to install it. I'm going to close the browser and click next. next, I agree, next. Notice, this is important, you don't have to install other things. This has the Helix application, the Line 6 updater, and the Helix drivers. So click next, next, and it is installing. So I really can't stress enough how the next step after this is done will be to you. The last time there was so many questions about it, it almost became funny, absurd. So make sure you do the next step after you've done your backup and after you've saved your IRs. All right, now you hit next. Yes, you want to have everything checked. Click next, finish. All right, so we've got on the desktop, for me, I've got Line 6 Updater. I'm going to open that first. I'm going to sign in, and I'm going to click Helix 2.01, and then there's 2.10. All right, we're going to hit update. We're going to hit continue. We're going to hit accept. It is doing its thing. And if you notice over here, it says gathering updated information, and it's doing its thing. This process will take a little while. Okay, so it is doing its thing. It says updating the UI MCU firmware. Please wait, do not power off the unit. And it says firmware 2.10. And over here on the screen, it says you must reset globals and restore presets, otherwise Helix will not work properly. This will erase user presets and IRs. It gives the Helix floor, holding foot switch 9 and 10, middle two switches on the bottom row. Turn off the Helix, wait for the message, turn on the Helix, excuse me, wait for the message, and it will reset globals and restore stock presets and IRs to appear, then you can let go. So you power it off, hold those two, and turn it on. While the Helix rack, while holding knobs 5 and 6 on the Helix rack, wait for the same message. So, all right, we're gonna hit close, close, and so you do this after this rebuilds the presets. So it's gonna rebuild the presets that are currently in there. That's fine. It has to do this. After it does this and after it turns on, looks like it's ready to go, that's when we do the reset. Okay. All right. So, what we do, we turn it off and we hold these two down and turn it on until the unit says will reset globals and restore stock presets, set lists, and IRs. And you can let go. Okay. Alrighty. So open the Helix app and see if it's working. Yeah, it's all been wiped out. So we will import. I'm going to go ahead and import the bundle. And there's the bundle. And I'm also going to go ahead and open our IR folder. All right. Now, taking those photos were an important aspect. And also keep in mind that one can use on the Mac, they can do the same thing with the screenshots. But so it has finally imported all of the different presets I have, but now I need to go into the impulses, and I need to find the one that starts with 1. Let's look at this one. There we go. As you can see, it's 001 and 002. Let's look at 100%. There we go. So in slot number 1, I need 001, 002. So right here, 001, drag in place, and so on. I know that if I go 0 through, let's see, these ones 0 through 074 or 075, yeah, 074 through 098, and drag those to 074, and then you double check and make sure they're in the right order. These are Freeman's. Yeah, they get messed up. So okay, Freeman's for some reason get messed up, and so I'm going to highlight those and move them. Ignore that. I'm going to stop at the 90. So I'm going to highlight here up through 89, and I'm going to drag those in. Those will import at 74. Those should come in correctly. And then 90 through 98. I really need to do something a little better about these importing. They should just be able to save the exact state that they're in. I don't know why this is this difficult, but I'm going to drag those there. Yes, and then Glenn's. his premium, his um, boutique patches right here will all go from 100 and so on. So I'm going to drag those to 100. All right, there you go. And you go on and you compare them to your photos. That's really all I've got to say about that. All righty. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Reach out to me on Facebook. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. I really appreciate the support. I'm at it on my own, and I've got the premium group that you're welcome to come join and get even more information. Thank you again for being great members. Have a wonderful day. Wow, I just realized my hand is so much bigger than my head.